Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm a marriage and relationship coach. I specialize in behavioral psychology and personality theory. And obviously, this is for, comedic effect. But if you laughed at it, I want to point out that the reason that we laugh at things is because it hits at the heart of what's true. Now, a not so funny story is I actually did have a client that expressed that the only way they could trust their female partner to be apologetic was something to this effect, but much more, we'll say, demeaning. And the point of this conversation, sorry for the pause, the point of this conversation is I actually want to talk about trust issues and what it means to trust. And one thing I've learned, I didn't come up with this, is that there's three levels of trust. The first level of trust is naive trust. It's a child's level of trust. Basically, no one can hurt me, no one would hurt me, people are generally great. And, those people can be traumatized quite easily by, we'll say, malevolent actors. The second level of trust is cynicism, right? It's no trust at all. It's better than being naive, but I want to point out that the walls that protect also isolate. So if you're cynical and you don't trust anybody and keep people at a distance, then, it's better than being naive, right? Because you're safer than you would be if you were just taking advantage of people or taken advantage of by people. But it doesn't allow much room for growth. And so the third level of love that I would challenge you, and I can tell you from personal experience, is very difficult, especially in the context of a marriage, is level 3. Level 3 is I am well aware of how you can hurt me. Like I know exactly how you can hurt me. But I'm going to choose to trust you by putting my best foot forward and inviting you to do the same. And in doing so, maybe we can invite the best out of each other. Now, obviously, this isn't going to work with everybody. Some people are going to let you down, but that's okay because then you have a better understanding of who to trust and which one of your friends are your friends, which one of your friends are willing to meet you with that level of vulnerability. And I say that knowing that sometimes acting on level 3 means acting on level 3 of trust, even if they're the ones that have wronged you. And so, use some judgment as to who you're going to apply that to. But I would argue that your spouse, your partner, is definitely the person that you should practice, to the extent possible, unconditional love. And trust me, I recognize that not everybody's deserving, and some people are going to take advantage of that. So take that with nuance. But I do want to encourage that maybe conceptualizing trust under these three levels will help you in the same way that it's helped me, which is to say that you're not naive and you're not cynical. The walls that isolate, or the walls that protect, isolate, but you can make a better reality just by being vulnerable enough to love people even when they don't deserve it, trust people even when they don't deserve it, right? The thing I tell my wife often, because, sometimes I have a hard time trusting her, and vice versa, by the way, I'm not perfect, is that I'm choosing to trust you right now. That's a very intentional word because she's let me down in this area before many times, right? I've let her down in a certain area before many times. So I'm choosing to trust you, and it just invites them to put their best foot forward despite their pattern, despite their character flaws, personality flaws, trust issues, what have you, your trust issues. And so, I hope this was helpful, and let me know what you think in the comments below if you do have an issue with trust, if this was helpful. And by all means, feel free to share it with someone that you know and love that is struggling to learn how to trust again.